Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles. Belgian waffles. Splash in the coffee.
What's up, everybody? This is Lulu McDoodoo coming at you with ABV Gaming. I am joined here with Jane Dunn.
Heyo.
And we're playing some Ark Survival Evolved. We're having a little pomegranate shandy tonight for drinks, so if you're wanting to drink along at home. And we're playing on our Ark Zoo. So today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the breeding that we're doing and how we're doing it, and just kind of show off some of the breeding in the buildings and the setups that we've come up with. So what you're looking at here was our original concept, and it worked pretty well. You bring the animals in here, and we lined this entire wall here full of air conditioners. And because of the adjusted settings that we have on the server, our animals are ready to breed again immediately after breeding, and their eggs, as long as they are at the proper temperature, hatch right away. So that's pretty cool, and the reason why we do that is because we're breeding specifically for mutations, and we don't really want to sit around and you know, try again tomorrow or next week or anything like that when they don't mutate, because they almost never mutate. So we have those settings and this setup to get the best possible amount of dice rolls per night while we're playing this game. So it was working pretty good, except for if we leave and come back, then there's a ton of unclaimed dinos walking around. They also, because they grow up so quickly, as we try and kill them off, they start fighting back, and it turns into a huge mess. Our dinos start fighting all of their wild babies. Their babies are making more babies, and it's hard to keep track of who's doing what. And then everybody starts fighting. They break all of our air conditioners. They fall through walls. They fall through floors. I mean, at one point we were over here breeding wolves, and we saw a face sticking through the wall, and we opened up the wall, and wolves just spilled out like cockroaches. There had to have been at least 15 to 20 of them behind the wall. It was pretty creepy. So we tried doing, I'm probably going to butcher this, dimetrodons as a solution to the air conditioners constantly getting broken and having to be repaired. And that worked really well. They were a huge pain in the butt to tame, but once we got them and we bred them and made a bunch of them, they worked really, really great for egg incubation. So that was really cool. Now, the problem that we came across then was that they like to get stuck on literally every single thing ever. You even look at these things and you get stuck on them. And so we're constantly pulling them out and pulling our dinos out, trying to get them unstuck from everything. So then they fall through any floor, whether it be actual foundation or ceilings, but definitely the ceilings. They're just constantly falling through the floor. So we're thinking, hey, let's just put them down here below the floor. And that actually really worked out a lot. We stopped getting stuck on them, but we were still having the problem where our dinos that we were breeding were falling through the floor and their babies. So we decided to create another area just for breeding, and we were just going to do it on the ground itself, so that way nothing would drip through the floor. So that's what I'm going to take you over here to see now. This is our new breeding area, and you can tell by how crooked it is as to how many beers Jane had the night that she built this, because she is the one that actually did all the hard work towards building it. We kind of designed it conceptually together, but she put all of the effort in one night when I was taking the night off because I was sick. So she really gets all of the credit here. But what you can see from the air is that we have 3 separate sections, kind of a small, a medium, and a large. And then there's like a set of walls with dead space in between them. And what's cool about it is it's not actually dead space. It's full of these dimetrodons. And so what we've managed to do is we've managed to block them off to keep them from sticking to every single dino that we're trying to mate, and keeping them from constantly needing to be moved and readjusted and getting stuck on them ourselves. Essentially stuck them in the walls here. See, I'm gonna get stuck on this guy. These guys are the worst. Stuck them in the wall, and so they're still very effective. Dang it. This is why we did this. This is why. So they're still super effective for hatching our eggs, but they're not just constantly in the way. And so we have those over here on both sides. And so what happens is, we'll take these Rexes as an example here. If I enable wander on these guys and they start laying some eggs, as long as they don't do it right here dead in the center, which seems like it's a little too far, the eggs will automatically hatch. T-Rex pops out and walks around, doesn't get stuck on the Dimetrodon. It's pretty sweet. So I'll show you guys some examples of it. I got some raptors set aside here. We'll take these guys in the little pen here. Oh geez. This one's got some movement speed. There we go. Oh hey Jane. What are you doing, creeping? Grab this other one. A little bit of lag there. You didn't see that. Oh. Alright, so turn these guys on wander. Jane's over there murdering kittens.
You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Well, they can see it reported on the screen there. Alright. And so she starts breeding. I'm just gonna keep whistling her here. Sorry if it gets annoying. They start breeding, and when the egg pops out, it should just fall right out of her butt and hatch immediately. Pretty sure eggs come from the butt, right?
Yeah, from the butt.
From the butt. Alright. So we'll just wait for this one to peep one out here and show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, that was an actual poop though. So psyched me out. Just feel like the baby's just gonna get stuck in this poop as soon as that happens. I think we're having a little lag. There you go. Then you see it. So she has the egg. The baby hatches right away because of the dimetrodons in the wall, and they go right back to mating. And I don't think that this one has any mutations, so I'm gonna kill it right in front of its mother. Come over here. Yep, I'm just gonna get stuck on everything, so that's fun. There we go. So, we'll leave these guys on wander, let them do their thing. and we'll come over here and check out what Jane's been working on. I think you just got a little sneak peek spoiler as I ran by, but boom! Got some pink and blue kitty cats. So we'll do an entire video dedicated just to the mutations and the mutation process. And we'll talk about exactly how you do it, the best ways to do it. And that'll be really cool. But I just wanted to show off some of the cool mutations that Jane's been working on here. We got some yellow and some pink and some blue. I'm gonna make some really fun bad tree kitties. So that's that. So what we'll do is we'll be right back. We'll check on these raptors in maybe about 15 minutes or so, see how many babies they got and see if any of them happen to be mutations, and kill off any of the ones that we don't want. So we'll be right back. Alright, so while we're waiting for those raptors to breed up, I actually went ahead and hopped on a wyvern, and I went out and started looking for a female Calicotherium, is I think how you say it. I don't know. And I've already got her a boyfriend, and I've got some beer in my pocket, which was no easy task to make, because apparently you can't connect the beer barrels to a water well, which I didn't know. So I went through several of those before I figured that out, and hooked them up to some intake pipes down all the way down at the ocean. So, whoop, she's angry. But yeah, so we'll tame this lady up. It's actually a passive tame. You just sneak around behind her and you stick a beer in her beehole, and then she loves you, which I kind of find relatable in some ways. I mean, not really the beehole, but like you stick a beer in my pocket, and I probably will love you.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel it's relatable. Give me beers, and I want to be your friend. So I'm just gonna take her over here to the taming pen. Just that way I don't have anything trying to chew on it or chew on me while I tame her up. You may notice the significant amount of frames lost and lag every time I fly over here to our base, and basically that's just because we have a huge amount of structures and animals all in one small location. Not to mention, I mean, this game's kinda, let's face it, glitchy, terrible in a lot of ways, but super addictive and mega fun. So we just kind of need her to get out of that corner. Yeah, there we go. And sneak up behind her and feed her a beer jar, and there she goes. Cool. So, nice pretty one. And we'll walk you over here and put you in the zoo. So you may notice a few extra animals from yesterday's video. And I'll show off some of those to you. I do kind of have a tendency to just go out and casually tame things while I'm waiting for bigger projects to move forward. So we got a Spino. Really pretty Spino. There we go. Hang out here with your boyfriend, sweetheart. Stop. And we'll put her on... Oop. Put her on passive. Ignore group whistle. And there we go. So, last time you saw me finish off my Fiamia section, I did go ahead and grab another saber-tooth. So those two are good to go. You may or may not have seen the rhinos. You saw all of the extra cats down in the breeding area earlier. We will bring up some of those cool mutations into the zoo when those are finished up. Oh yeah, I did get one more exciting thing. I found the unicorn. It was just hanging. I was actually looking for a Giga, and it was just like literally frolicking. And so I just went ahead and picked it up and brought it home and tamed it.
She thought it was me at first.
Oh yeah, I did. I was like, oh, when did Jane sign on? So yeah, I haven't really done any more construction since the last video. I thought I might get some of that done, but I did not. So have more of that to work on. And let's go back down and check out the raptor situation and see what's happening over there. See if we got any babies, and if so, if any of them are mutated. Let's head over there and see what's going on. Alright, let's go check it out. So let's check on these raptors, see how they're doing. See if anything interesting has happened. Alright, so looks like we got a couple of babies. Let's just take a quick peek at them. Doesn't look like we have any mutations, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of them. So, I mean, we can just let them keep going, and the Dimetrodons will just keep hatching them. They'll keep mating. Eventually, I'll forget about them and come back, and there will be 8,000 raptors in here and running around everywhere, and then I'll have to try and track them all down and kill them and figure out who's mutated and who's not and what parents they came from. But that's always a lot of entertaining fun. So I think that probably about wraps up the video for today. So let me know if there's any specific animals you guys want to see us do any taming or breeding with. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And thanks for coming and having a drink with us. You guys stay awesome. We'll see you next time.